Only one midweek Premier League game this week. Manchester United host Leeds United at Old Trafford on Wednesday. Erik Ten Hag has criticised managerial merry-go-round as Marsh sacked by Leeds. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. This is another edition of Premier League news where I'll be going through all of the latest news involving all Premier League clubs. So let's start by talking about the Premier League fixtures. There is only one midweek fixture this week. Manchester United will take on Leeds United at Old Trafford, 8 p.m. kickoff on Wednesday. Then on Saturday, 7 Premier League games will take place. West Ham will take on Chelsea, Arsenal against Brentford, Crystal Palace will take on Brighton, Fulham against Nottingham Forest, Leicester against Tottenham, Southampton will take on Wolves, and Bournemouth will take on Newcastle. On Sunday, 2 games will take place, Leeds v Manchester United and Manchester City v Aston Villa. Yes, you did hear that right. Manchester United will host Leeds United on Wednesday, and then just 4 days later on Sunday, Manchester United will travel to Leeds United. So they will play each other twice this week in the Premier League. Now, on Wednesday, Casemiro will begin a 3-match ban following his red card against Crystal Palace. Marcel Sabitzer could start his first game for Manchester United at Old Trafford on Wednesday. Manchester United have earned 16 points since the restart of the Premier League after the World Cup in Qatar. Manchester United are currently third in the Premier League. They have 42 points from 21 matches, whilst Leeds United have only 18 points from 20 matches. They are sitting just above the relegation zone in 17th place. Jesse Marsh has just been sacked, and Leeds United are winless in 7 Premier League games and have only won 2 of their last 17 Premier League games, drawing 5 and losing 10. Now, in his press conference, Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag has criticised managerial merry-go-round as Jesse Marsh was sacked by Leeds United.
It's always said, if a manager is a colleague, gets sacked. So in general, I don't believe in it. That you sack a manager, that you get better results. Most of the times it doesn't work. Let managers do their work, let's finish their work, and then make a good evaluation. But yeah, obviously the pressure is high with the decision makers in football clubs, and they turn. But yeah, if you see the facts, if you see the stats, most of the times it doesn't work out well. When Jesse Marsh was in the lead, it was clear how they play. So about way of play, about system, about style. Now, it's possible that they change, but it's also possible they don't change. And I think we only will find out on the pitch tomorrow. But then we need good anticipation on that. If they change, and if they're not, we know what to do. But if they change, we need a better anticipation, for instance, as we did against Villa. Difference with them was in that time when Emery came in that they had a week or maybe even longer to prepare, and now they have not so much time to prepare. So we will see, but we need good anticipation on it and be proactive.
Caretaker boss Michael Skubala will take charge of Leeds United following the sacking of head coach Jesse Marsh, and he had his press conference on Tuesday ahead of the Manchester United game. He was asked by journalists, what has it been like in the last 24 hours?
Can you talk to us then about how the last 24 hours have played out for you? Has it all been a little bit of a whirlwind, and what's the plan now moving forward as you prepare to face Manchester United?
Yeah, sure. Last 24 hours yesterday, Victor, Angus, all came up to Ellen Road to Jesse, and so what's gone on with Jesse, and there was a discussion that had to take place. But then after that, they called me and a few other staff members in to discuss how we get through this interim period in the short term with Manchester United away in a few hours' time or a day's time. So had meetings and we pulled a plan together that we thought collectively was the best thing to do forward.
There will be 3 of you in the dugout at Old Trafford. So in practical terms, how will that work? Who will pick the team?
Yeah, it's a collective approach. We put the team together. I think any staff team in a modern way puts a team together. And, I'm in here doing the press, but we're all behind the scenes working really hard to put a team that we think is really competitive on the pitch to have a good go at Manchester United.
So Manchester United tomorrow night. Is that quite a daunting prospect? And is there much that you can change in such a short space of time?
I would say exciting prospect. It's Manchester United, and I think that the players, obviously, it's changed for players. They're professional players. I don't think any of us need to get any players up for Manchester United at Old Trafford, but I think it's more of an exciting prospect, and we'll just do the best job we can do, really. Not daunting, but exciting, I would say.
Hi, Michael.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good, thanks. Pretty mad 24 hours, I'm sure, for you. Michael, firstly, can you just tell us a bit about the other two? We know a bit about you because we do it with the 21s, but Paco Gallardo, and we don't know much about Chris Armas so far. So who's doing what, basically, and what are they about?
Yeah, so Chris has worked with Jesse and come in a couple of weeks ago. He's still new to the team. He's still new to getting to know the squad, but he's been around the Premier League before with Manchester United as well. So Chris is with the staff team, and Paco Gallardo was working with me with the under-21s as a development coach, and his experience, in Spain and Serie B team. So we've got a good staff team. We've got Marcus as a goalkeeper coach as well. So it will form as any other technical staff team work. We look positive.
Tactically, how do you approach this? Do you sort of continue with what Jesse was doing, or have you very much, between the three, you've got your own idea of how to set up tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it's important that, we can't. We've got 24 hours, so we've got one session this afternoon that we've prepared to players. So some things will have to be the same because there's no point throwing the baby out the bathwater in terms of changes. But I think a few little tweaks in maybe how we want to play and maybe a few differences you might see. But fundamentally, we need to make sure that the players understand the match plan and the game plan that we want to deliver.
Do you feel there's a necessity to be on the front foot, knowing what the nature of this game is with regards to Leeds fans and Manchester United?
I don't think we can be passive, if that's the other answer. I don't think we can be passive but I think we also need to be pragmatic in where we're playing at Old Trafford against a really informed team.
And in other news, 4 fourth-round replays in the FA Cup will take place on Tuesday evening. Burnley against Ipswich, Fleetwood against Sheffield Wednesday, Grimsby will take on Luton Town, and Sheffield United against Wrexham. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching on YouTube, please do hit the subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good week.